everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Why I Love Metro Detroit, your podcast spotlighting local businesses and local residents on what they love about being a part of their community and their business. So, today I'm super excited to have my guest Carmo with us today. Carmo, thank you so much for the time today. I really appreciate it.
Hey, hello, Macy. Thank you for the opportunity to be here with you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Looks like you are making a big difference now here, have opportunity for people, to join and participate in this type of talking.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, I'm super excited to have you on because you do some really great things for people in your community. And we've known each other for a few years now. So it'll be really great for everyone to hear and kind of learn about something that maybe they hadn't heard of before. So why don't you kick us off and tell me a little bit about your journey coming here to Michigan and being in Michigan and how's that been for you?
Yes. Yeah, I've been here in Michigan for more than 30 years. It was a job transfer opportunity I really enjoy. Um, I've been around more in Southeast Michigan area and been in the same place for all these years. I had opportunity to have my family growing up here. So I empty nest and, and that was a great opportunity for me. So,
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, you kind of touched a little bit on being an empty nester, which I think is a great segue into what you're doing now with seniors helping seniors. So, first, why don't you tell people what is seniors helping seniors?
oh yeah. It's good to know. The name tells a lot. Basically, I got involved with this company. It's a franchise organization by year 2012. And, it just came to me. I was just finished my grad school, and I thought it was a good opportunity. So have one senior help other senior, sort of great idea. They do have a lot of things in common. So I've been helping seniors in the area here for the last, say, 12, 13 years. And basically, is our model is very, very interesting. We give opportunity for seniors that is in the retirement age or just finish, job, and they want to try to do something different in their life. So we give them the opportunity to help other seniors in their homes. So we know the American population, in fact, the global population is getting older. We cannot avoid that, and seniors need some help to stay in their homes. So we provide them the opportunity to get other senior coming and help them with general things at home. We provide basically light housekeeping, companionship is the core of what we do. It's very important. Isolation is really can become a problem for seniors. Just a fact. I don't know if you heard about the kinless seniors. Kinless seniors are seniors that doesn't have any family. For some reason,
Mm.
they don't have family. And is growing. Is more than 1 million now in the United States. And the tendency is keeping growing because we have less marriage, we have more divorces, less people, less having kids. So people start to live alone. So we gave these people some option to have another senior came on board, visit them, help them, talk. This is very important.
Definitely. Like, now that you're mentioning it, my next door neighbor, she lives alone as well, and she has some health issues. So, was it maybe about last week, she was
Yeah,
having really, really bad pain, and she really needed to go to the hospital, but she couldn't move her neck enough to actually drive herself. And so she called us because she knew we're always willing to help. And me and my mom, we switched off on driving her to the hospital
wow,
and
that's
helping her out.
awesome. That's awesome.
And
That's
it's
awesome. Yeah,
yeah, well, it's just anything,
yeah,
because it's just helping out your neighbor. But God forbid something happens. Like I know another one of my neighbors who's elderly, he lives with his wife,
yeah.
even, he fell and people didn't really know
Yeah.
until
You,
I think
you
my
know, you know,
mom saw or
yeah,
something, so
May sometimes you just take things for granted. I think,
right.
I mean, you're gonna get old one day, but I think it's really difficult for people when they start to lose a little bit of independence. They cannot move, or maybe they cannot think, and mobility becomes an issue. So any trivial and things that they used to do is become a challenge sometimes,
For
and
sure.
this is a reality. And so that's what I fell in love with this program, because we can provide some sort of help for those people, to stay in their homes, still live the memories they create in their homes. And those are the things that I mean, very, very grateful to be able to do. I smile, a thank you that we get from this. These people is is great for me. Yeah.
Definitely. There's always a bit of, pride always comes into place when something like this can happen to you,
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, I don't need help. I'm totally fine. But I think that's the huge benefit to seniors helping seniors
Yeah.
is it's kind of like just having your friend come in and check in on you and make sure
Yeah.
everything's okay and some help around the house. It's not someone who's
Yeah.
necessarily looking down on you or
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
someone going like, "Oh, I can't believe you can't do this." Like no one's thinking about that. And I think that's something that we all carry and we always think like, "Oh, I'm sure this person's judging me," when it's usually
Yeah.
never the case. So I love the fact that it's seniors helping seniors and it's peers helping peers.
Yeah, you touched that. That's the right word here. We say that we just provide an extra pair of hands for people, in their homes. They become peers. We have a very good response. I think the age, they are very similar. They can understand each other. The pace of life is very similar. So I think that's what I felt in love with this program, because we see some relationship build up in cases. We become really part of the family. And sometimes kids, they have their families. They are not able to help their parents all the time, 24/7. And so we come to fill those gaps with some people that can go there and help in a different way. So this has been a very good journey. I'm so glad I had this opportunity to come on board. So this is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are some of the ways that people can learn a little bit more, maybe about getting involved or maybe about helping out someone they know, or anything like that? What are the best ways for them to learn more?
Well, to learn more, we have a website. This is a nationwide website. We have a local website here. One simple way: just get to our website and fill up some forms there. If you are in the age that you are just in process to retire, look at something to do, just go there and say, okay, I want to help. So we connect. We can talk about and see, how many. I mean, how often you want to go out. Or if you need some help, you can just fill the form and say, okay, I'm having some issues here. I mean, I'm getting to the point now that I might need somebody, to come along and help me out, maybe a few hours a week, few days or something like that. So we are very flexible. I think we understand some difficulties people they do have, and we try to work that out between the seniors themselves, because we want to provide an option for one to go out and do something, an option for one to receive. So that's why we say our motto is a way to give and to receive. So in this case, we not just provide the service, but we provide option for people also to go and work out. So sometimes people want to get that age, they try to find something to do, and this is could be one of them, if they need to. So okay.
Awesome. Well, I'll make sure I have all of the resources in the
Yeah.
description. People can click, copy and paste, check out a little bit
Yeah.
easier. So, Carmo, thank you so much for coming on and educating my audience a little bit on what you're
Oh,
doing and
you're
how,
very welcome.
of
Yeah.
course, and how people can get involved. I always ask
Yeah.
people sometimes, like, what do you recommend people can do to get active with the community? And the number one answer I always get is
Yeah.
volunteering of some sort.
Yeah.
And this is obviously just a little bit different, but it's so much different than just, going out to the movies, versus, hanging out and really making an impact on your community, helping out everyone
Yeah.
else. And you build such a stronger bond, I think, that way. Not that not
Yeah.
going to the movies isn't fun. I'm going to the movies tonight with my friends and I'm excited.
Yeah.
But we also like to do a lot of like volunteering and stuff together as well. And these are just different parts of friendship and growing yourself. And
Yeah.
it's a great way to continue feeling fulfilled after
Yes.
retirement. So,
Yes.
Carmel, thank you so much for coming out. I had a lot of fun. I appreciate you.
Okay, very well. And thank you for having me. And
Of course.
I wish you, that you continue to grow in this
Thank
path,
you.
Yeah, and one thing is always have to the way we start a new path is right today, and that's exactly what you're doing. Just
Yeah.
carving your new path here. So
Well,
thank
thank
you very
you.
much for having me. Take care. Huh?
Of course. And to everyone watching, I really appreciate you as well, and I will see you next time.
See you
Bye.
next time.